Hello, my dear viewers. You're watching Tirupati Maloth social classes, and we are discussing modern Indian history. In modern Indian history, we are in independence movement topic, or Indian national movement, or freedom struggle of India. My dear viewers, in our previous sessions, we have discussed about few important things about the moderates, and we also learnt about safety valve theory. Safety valve theory was proposed by A.O. Hume. It is a hypothetical proposal under the influence of Lord Dufferin that the discontent which is emerging or growing among the Indians must be satisfied. If we cannot satisfy the Indians, it will be burst. When it will be burst, it will be a greatest moment which has already happened in India, 1857 Sepoy Mutiny. So A.O. Hume and Lord Dufferin, they realized that whatever the discontent growing among the educated Indians, we must be satisfy them. If we not satisfy them, that may be burst. It will become another great revolt, which was earlier happened 1857. So that's what they are consulting certain organization heads or the organizations which were held before INC. So they are consulting, but they are not suppressing or they are not curbing. They are giving respect and they are taking their views also. So that was the safety valve theory, but it's a debatable thing. And later we have discussed about the moderate era, 1885 to 1905, about the moderate era. What is their contribution? Due to the efforts of moderates in 1892, Indian Council Act was made. According to that act, Indians got right to discuss on the budget, but remind that there is no chance to cast our vote against of the budget or favor of the budget. And moreover, the legislative strength also increased. Central legislative assembly or provincial legislative council, these all are they expanded due to the efforts of the moderates. Now let's discuss certain or important moderates who played great role in the freedom struggle of India. Right now, in this topic, we are going to learn about the moderates. There are so many moderates were there, huge number of moderates were there, but we are going to learn about only a few moderates for the especially examination purpose. Okay, mostly whatever we are going to discuss among the moderates, so there is a chance to ask questions among that kind of thing. So that's what I wanted to explain, the important moderates of that time. Okay, first I'll begin with the Ranade, Mahadeva Govinda Ranade, MG Ranade. It's very important. MG Ranade, Mahadeva Govinda Ranade was considered as father of Renaissance of Western India. Father of Renaissance in Western India. It's very, very important. Father of Renaissance in Western India. Father of Renaissance in Western India. What is the meaning of Renaissance? Renaissance means rebirth, revival. Okay, Mahadeva Govinda Ranade was trying to do something for the society. So that's what he considered as father of Renaissance in Western India. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was called as father of modern India or father of Indian Renaissance. Raja Ram Mohan Roy was considered as father of Indian Renaissance. Here M.G. Ranade was considered as father of Renaissance in Western India. Was sir, why he was considered as a father of Renaissance of Western India? Because he set up an organization. That organization, so many members, lakhs of the members, Orthodox Brahmins were criticized. Due to his efforts, he got a lot of criticism. So that is Widow Remarriage Association. Widow Remarriage Association. So Widow Remarriage Association he founded in 1891. Lot of criticism. Widow remarriage is the biggest thing of that time, right? And Mahadeva Govinda Ranade was worked as a Bombay court judge. He was worked as Bombay court judge. Was judge of Bombay court. It's very, very important. And Mahadeva Govinda Ranade was the social reformer. He was the economist. He was a historian, right? Mahadeva Govinda Ranade was historian, social reformer, and moreover he was an economist, judge, and he was founded an organization, Widow Remarriage Association. It was a very biggest thing. So if we begin the moderates, we must begin from M.G. Ranade, because M.G. Ranade's ideology, M.G. Ranade's legacy was carried by the other moderates. So these were the second person I wanted to introduce, Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Mr. Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Yeah, let's discuss about the Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Gopalakrishna Gokhale, he was the student of M.G. Ranade. He was the student of M.G. Ranade. Gopalakrishna Gokhale said many times that my guru was M.G. Ranade. My guru was M.G. Ranade. So, Gopalakrishna Gokhale. The important things to remember, many times question came about Gopalakrishna Gokhale, about his book, about his organization. He was founded organization Servants of India Society. Servants of India Society. Many times in many competitive examination this question was asked. 1905 he was founded this organization in 1905, Servants of India Society, and he was also associated with the newspapers. So what are the newspapers? What are the important newspaper? The first important newspaper was the Hitavada. Hitavada is also called as the People's Paper. It is also called as the People's Paper. People's Paper. It was English. It was published in the English. It is a weekly paper. You understand? Hitavada. It was published by Gopalakrishna Gokhale. It is also called as the People's Paper, and it is in English language weekly paper. It was weekly paper, and he was also editor of Quarterly Journal. He also editor of the Quarterly Journal. The Quarterly Journal, important. He also became an editor of the Quarterly Journal. It's very important. Next, moreover, he also associated with the Sarvajanik Sabha paper. Sarvajanik Sabha or Sarvajanik Sabha Journal. Associated with Sarvajanik Sabha Journal. Editor of Quarterly Journal, associated with the Sarvajanik Sabha Journal. The Sarvajanik Sabha, it was founded by M.G. Ranade. The Sarvajanik Sabha Journal was founded by M.G. Ranade because he was the student of M.G. Ranade. Hence, he took the responsibility to run this Sarvajanik Sabha journal. Moreover, he also founded Ranade Institute of Economics. Founded Ranade Institute of Economics. It's very, very important. Gopalakrishna Gokhale was founded Ranade Institute of Economics. Institute of Economics. Let's see. Gopalakrishna Gokhale also, he was a social reformer. He was also, welfare. He was working for the welfare purpose, and he was a great educated person. He was very intellectual. So that's what, being an intellectual, he was tried for the expansion of the education in India. He was tried for the expansion of education in India. He also tried for the welfare activities in India. So that's what Gandhi was believed. Mahatma Gandhi was believed that Gopalakrishna Gokhale was my mentor. So that we can say that the political guru of Mahatma Gandhi, Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Then who was the guru of the Gopalakrishna Gokhale? Mahadeva Govinda Ranade was the guru of Gopalakrishna Gokhale. And Gandhi himself many times revealed that my political guru was Gopalakrishna Gokhale. Many times this question was asked, right? Mentor to Gandhi, better to write as mentor to Gandhi. Gandhiji, mentor to Gandhiji. Mentor means is a political guru to Mahatma Gandhi. Remember, political guru or guru to Mahatma Gandhi is a mentor to Mahatma Gandhi. Tilak was gave wonderful word. He was given title Diamond of India. Tilak called him as Diamond of India. Diamond of India. It's very, very important. Diamond of India. Bala Gangadhar Tilak was called him as, you are a diamond of India, because that kind of activities he was rolled. Gopalakrishna Gokhale was the first person who supported the compulsory education bill. He supported compulsory education bill. Compulsory education bill, which was proposed by the British, because he knew the value of the education. Being a social reformer and being a attitude of expansion of education, his attitude was completely favor of expansion of education. Hence, Gopalakrishna Gokhale was the supporter of compulsory education bill. Compulsory education bill was introduced by the British in India. Hence, he supported this education bill. Hence, supported compulsory education bill. It's very, very important. Compulsory education bill. And Gopalakrishna Gokhale was the president of INC in 1905 session. Okay, INC president in 1905. So INC president for the Banaras. Banaras means Varanasi. Gopalakrishna Gokhale was the president of INC for Banaras session 1905. Right? Very, very important question this is. Why it is important? Because as we know that from 1885 to 1905, the moderates were influenced the Congress. But in the 1905, mostly the extremist ideology persons were dominating the Congress. So first time in the Banaras session Congress, INC session, the extremists were played a dominant role. So in the Congress, moderate and extremist. So there was ideological differences were exploded, came out, right? So 1905 Banaras session importance was differences between the moderates and extremists, it was came out or burst. INC 1905 Banaras session presided by Gopalakrishna Gokhale. It is about the Gopalakrishna Gokhale and his guru Mahadeva Govinda Ranade. The important thing you do not forget, Gopalakrishna Gokhale was considered as the political guru of Mahatma Gandhi, right? Political guru of Mahatma Gandhi as mentor to Mahatma Gandhi. Who said this was? Mahatma Gandhi itself. Many times he revealed that Gopalakrishna Gokhale was my political guru. So next we will see about Dadabhai Naoroji. Who's that? Dadabhai Naoroji. Let's see now about Dadabhai Naoroji. Dadabhai Naoroji also one of the important moderate person. Dadabhai Naoroji. Dadabhai Naoroji. Dadabhai Naoroji also known as Grand Old Man of India. Grand Old Man of India. Titles were Grand Old Man of India. So, and also he also known as Unofficial Ambassador of India. Unofficial Ambassador of India. These both are his titles. Dadabhai Naoroji, two titles. He had two titles. One is the Grand Old Man of India and the Unofficial Ambassador of India. He also known as Father of Indian Nationalism. Father of Indian Nationalism. Father of Indian Nationalism. Why he was called as Father of Indian Nationalism? Because he led Indian National Congress. He gathered the many people and he was tried to awaken the people. Hence he was also known as Father of Indian Nationalism. Very, very important. There are two persons are there. S.N. Banerjee and Dadabhai Naoroji. Both are considered as Father of Indian Nationalism. Father of Indian Nationalism. And he also considered as first economist in India. First economist in India. See, along with the Dadabhai Naoroji, two persons are there. One is B.V. Joshi. I repeat, B.V. Joshi and R.C. Dutt. Next, Dadabhai Naoroji. These trio are important economists of that time. Okay, first economist. And also he also known as Father of Drain Theory. Father of Drain Theory. Father of Drain Theory. So very, very important. Father of Drain Theory. Father of Drain Theory. In the Drain Theory, he was explained to the Indians that how Britishers are exploiting our resources. I repeat, in the Drain Theory, how Britishers are thefting our resources, how Britishers are exploiting our rural in India, he was explained clearly to the mob. So because of that, he was considered as Father of Drain Theory. Newspapers. Let's see his newspapers. Voice of India. Very, very important. Voice of India. Voice of India. It was an English newspaper, Voice of India. Voice of India, he published it from the Bombay. Voice of India, he published it from the Bombay from 1889 onwards. And another point I wanted to explain to you that Voice of India, it became an official newspaper of INC. Voice of India newspaper, it became a official newspaper of INC. It was a weekly paper. Voice of India became an official newspaper for the INC and it is a weekly newspaper. And another newspaper, Rastgaftar. Rastgaftar. So Rastgaftar, it was Anglo-Gujarati paper. It was Anglo-Gujarati paper, Rastgaftar. Rastgaftar, it is an Anglo-Gujarati paper, Voice of India, official newspaper of Indian National Congress, started from 1889 onwards from Bombay. From what? Bombay. And what are the books? What books he had written? Dadabhai Naoroji had written fabulous book, that is Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. It's very, very important. It was written in 1901. Poverty and Un-British Rule in India. The India's condition, present condition, because of this Britishers. Poverty, famine, indebtedness, okay, and the rural poverty. These all are because of the British rule. He was proved. He clearly explained in the poverty and Un-British rule in India. And Dadabhai Naoroji also, he was one of the founder of INC. One of the founder in INC, who played important role to form Indian National Congress. There are 4 important persons who founded INC, or who played an important role to start INC. First person was Mr. Dinsha Edilji Wacha. Dinsha Edilji Wacha. Dinsha Edilji Wacha. Second one, Dadabhai Naoroji. Second one, Dadabhai. And third one, WC. Third one, Evo Hume. And the fourth one, WC Banerjee. So these 4 persons were collectively, they founded Indian National Congress on December 28, 1885. So these are the 4 important persons who founded Indian National Congress and his organization. Let's see some of the important organizations of Dadabhai Naoroji. Important organization. First organization, London India Society. So London India Society, he was founded with the help of, along with the WC Banerjee and Dadabhai Naoroji, both were founded this London India Society. And another one, East India Association. As you know that in the first chapter we have learned, East India Association, it was founded in 1866 in London. And another association, Parsi Reform Association. Parsi Reform Association for the reform the Parsi community. And he was also co-founder of Rahna Uma I Masadayan Sabha. Who was the founder? Nauroji Fardunji was the founder. Nauroji Fardunji and Dadabhai Naoroji, these both are founded this Rahna Uma-i Masadayan Sabha. These both are Nauroji Fardunji and Dadabhai Naoroji, both were founded this one. Next, Dadabhai Naoroji was the first Indian into British Parliament. Okay, first Indian in British Parliament. He was the first Indian. In British Parliament. He was elected from the Finsbury. He was elected from Finsbury and from the behalf of the Liberal Party. He was elected as a member of Parliament, first Indian in British Parliament from the Finsbury. He was elected and he belongs to the Liberal Party. And the important things to understand, important thing to discuss, he was the first Indian to become president for INC thrice. Okay, he worked as a Congress president thrice. Okay, 3 times president, 3-time president for INC. He was 3 times the president for INC. The first time 3 times, first time he was became 1886 INC. It was held in Calcutta. And the second time 1893 it was Lahore session. And again the last one 1906 again Calcutta. It's very important. Dadabhai Naoroji was the first Indian to preside Indian National Congress for thrice. So 1886 Calcutta session, 1893 Lahore session, 1906 Calcutta session. This was presided by Dadabhai Naoroji. The important thing to understand about the 1906 INC session. In the 1906 INC session, Indian National Congress was, 4 important, they have resolved or they passed a resolution. 1906, under the president of Dadabhai Naoroji, INC passed resolutions. What are the resolutions they passed? 4 important resolutions. One is Swaraj. One revolution, what? Swaraj. We want self-government. It's very important. In which INC session Swaraj resolution was passed? Swaraj resolution was passed in 1906 Calcutta session, presided by Dadabhai Naoroji. Then second one is boycott. What we need to boycott? Foreign goods we need boycott. And whenever we boycott, Swadeshi. Okay, we need to be adopt Swadeshi. Swaraj, boycott, Swadeshi, and 4th important one is national education. So these 4 important resolutions were passed in Calcutta INC session. So this is about Dadabhai Naoroji. So very important about Dadabhai Naoroji. Now let's see the next person, another important economist, Surendranath Banerjee. And somewhere I had also learned that Dadabhai Naoroji he gave Congress word to Indian National Congress. Before that it was Indian National Union. But Dadabhai Naoroji gave Congress word to the Indian National Congress. So this is about Dadabhai Naoroji. It's very important for the examination purpose. Now after Dadabhai Naoroji, let's see another important moderate, Surendranath Banerjee. What? Surendranath Banerjee. Shortcut SN Banerjee. Surendranath Banerjee was also one of the important economists in India of that time. Surendranath Banerjee, title of Surendranath Banerjee, Silver Tongue orator means he gives such a great speeches. He was a great orator. Okay, he gives speeches, the people will be, feel very happy, and it will be very motivated of those people. So that's what he called as Silver Tongue orator. His book, one of the important book. Many times this question was asked in many public service examination. A Nation in the Making. A Nation in the Making was his book. He published a book, and his organization, Indian Association. What? Indian Association. This Indian Association also called as Indian National Association. So Indian National Association. This Indian National Association was founded in 1876. It was founded in 1876 along with the Anand Mohan Bose. I am writing here, along with the Anand Mohan Bose. Anand Mohan Bose. It was a very important organization of that time, 1876. And Surendranath Banerjee was also, he was cleared his Indian civil services. He cleared his Indian civil services, but he was removed by the British. British were, without any reason, Surendranath Banerjee was removed from the services, Indian civil services. And he was the editor of Bengali newspaper. Editor of the Bengali newspaper. Editor of the Bengali newspaper. As I heard many classes in the YouTube, many members they said that Bengali newspaper founder was Surendranath Banerjee. Not the founder of this Bengali newspaper. The founder of Bengali newspaper was Mr. Girish Chandra Ghosh. Founder of this newspaper was Girish Chandra Ghosh. Girish Chandra Ghosh. If they ask question to you, the founder of Bengali newspaper, not Surendranath Banerjee, the founder was Girish Chandra Ghosh. Girish Chandra Ghosh. Why the Bengali newspaper became very famous? Because in the 19th century and the 20th century, this was during the freedom struggle. The Bengali newspaper was the largest circulated newspaper in India. The largest circulated newspaper of that time. So that's what he became very famous, right? Girish Chandra Ghosh was the president, and he played an important role. Surendranath Banerjee, he played an important role in the anti-partition movement. Played an important role in anti-partition movement. Anti-partition movement. So what was anti-partition movement? I'll explain in the later session, next session. Anti-partition movement, just brief I wanted to explain to you. Lord Curzon, the then Viceroy or Governor General, he divided Bengal into two parts. Now, the eastern parts were majority Hindu people were there, and eastern parts were mostly Muslims were there, and the western parts majority Hindi people were majority. They wanted to divide and rule. Based on the administrative grounds, they said they divided the Bengal. So against of the division, Surendranath Banerjee and Krishna Kumar Mitra, he played an important role in anti-partition movement with Krishna Kumar Mitra. Krishna Kumar Mitra. So these are the first person. S.N. Banerjee and Krishna Kumar Mitra, both are the first person to lead this anti-partition movement, lead this division of Bengal movement. So that's what he became very famous, right? Next person was Anand Mohan Bose. As I said, Anand Mohan Bose, both people were cleared their ICS. He was also ICS officer. Anand Mohan Bose was associated with the Brahma Samaj. Anand Mohan Bose was associated with the Brahma Samaj. So Anand Mohan Bose, S.N. Banerjee and Krishna Kumar Mitra, these all are colleagues, friends. Whatever the movement they start, they led the movement. Okay. Next we will see the another important moderates, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Yes, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Maulana Abul Kalam Azad from the Muslim community, he also played an important role in the Congress, because those time Muslims were not interested to join in the Indian National Congress. Moreover, Congress also dominated by the Hindu zamindars and Hindu persons. But Abul Kalam Azad, Maulana Abul Kalam Azad was played an important role in the Congress. Let's see his newspapers. His newspaper. There are two important newspapers are there. One is Al Hilal. One is Al Hilal and Al Balag. Al Balag. Al Hilal, Al Balag are the two important newspaper published by Mr. Abul Kalam Azad. His book, famous book, India Wins Freedom. India Wins Freedom. India, he wrote a book that is called as India Wins Freedom, and he also wrote another book that is collection of poems or collection of letters, that is Ghubar-i Khaitar, Ghubar-i Khatir, sorry, it is Ghubar-i Khatir. Ghubar-i Khatir, it is also one of the book. The meaning of the Ghubar-i Khatir was collection of poems or collection of letters. Like next, he represented the Congress in 1947 Shimla Conference. 1947 Shimla Conference, he represented behalf of the Congress. Congress sent Maulana Abul Kalam Azad for the Shimla Conference. So he represented INC for Shimla Conference, which was held in 1945. Again, in the timeline, I will explain about his contribution and this conference. And he was the first education minister of India. He was the first education minister of India, and his birth anniversary, November 11, it is observed as a National Education Day. National Education Day. National Education Day, right? National Education Day. 1945, he was, behalf of the Congress, he represented, he was attended 1945 Shimla Conference. He was the first education minister of India, and his birth anniversary, 11th November, it was celebrated, observed as, National Education Day. National Education Day. This is about Maulana Abul Kalam Azad. Next, Feroz Shah Mehta was Feroz Shah Mehta. He was also one of the important moderate. His newspaper was Bombay Chronicle. Bombay Chronicle was, he published a newspaper, and he was also founder of Central Bank of India. Founder of Central Bank of India. Central Bank of India in 1911. I am sure that, yes, 1911, Central Bank of India. The founders of, there are two founders. Along with the Feroz Shah Mehta, another member also there. He is Mr. Sorabji, Poochkhandwala. Sorabji Poochkhandwala, founder. Another founder I am writing here, Sorabji Poochkhandwala. Sorabji Poochkhandwala. Along with the Sorabji Poochkhandwala, he was also founded the Central Bank of India. So this is about the important thing of Feroz Shah Mehta. He was also called as Uncrowned King of Bombay. He also known as Uncrowned King of Bombay. King of Bombay. He was also considered as Uncrowned King of Bombay. Uncrowned King of Bombay. This is about Feroz Shah Mehta. And the last and final moderate, Madan Mohan Malavia. Madan Mohan Malavia. Another person, Madan Mohan Malavia. I read here only about Madan Mohan Malavia. Pandit Madan Mohan Malavia. Right. He was also played important role, foundation of Banaras University. Madan Mohan Malavia. Madan Mohan Malavia. He also got, Bharat Ratna also. He also got Bharat Ratna. Pandit Madan Mohan Malavia played an important role for the foundation of Banaras University. And he was the founder of Indian Industrial Conference. He was the founder that time. Founder of Indian Industrial Conference. Indian Industrial Conference. He was tried to re-establish industries in India and all over UP. And his newspapers, he published 3 newspapers. One is Indian Union. Indian Union. It was a very important paper, Indian Union. And second one is Abhyudaya. Abhyudaya. Second one, first one Indian Union, second one Abhyudaya, and third one is Hindustan. Third one Hindustan. So these three are the newspapers published by Madan Mohan Malaviya. These are the important newspaper published by the Madan Mohan Malaviya. So this is the brief information, clear-cut information for the examination point of view. So what kind of the question previously asked in the examination and what kind of the questions may be asked. So this is, I hope this is very informative. Okay, and next session we will learn about Swadeshi movement. Swadeshi movement means, as I said, S.N. Banerjee, Krishna Kumar Mitra, Anand Mohan Bose, they led anti-partition movement, or division of Bengal movement. What was the division of Bengal movement? Why this division of Bengal was made? After that we will discuss extremist. As I said, 1885 to 1905, this period, 20 years, moderates were led. So moderates they published the newspaper, they wrote the books, they conducted meeting in India in various parts. So they tried to aware the people, they tried to create an awareness to the people about the Indian need of the self-rule, need of the self-administration. So this is the information about the important moderates. So that's it myself. I hope you understand very well. If you really like this information, if you really like this Indian history channel or Indian history content, please share my channel, subscribe my channel, and don't forget me to ask doubts in the comment section. That's it myself. Thank you. Jai Hind.